all those things. I felt like I've been ripped out of my life, put somewhere else. For a while I thought I was trapped in some dream. Something I might not wake up from. I love you.
One thing I know with certainty. We're moving on. The land is done.
I'm leaving.
Leaving?
Just gonna quietly slip away. First chance I get. Don't you think it's best for all of us?
I think it is.
If I hadn't done what I did, you'd be dead now.
I chose to stay.
You chose suicide.
I'm coming with you.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
All I care about is getting out of here. As far away as I can. Like you. What's next?
The group is split. We got a plan for this. People are gonna start panicking.
It's a waste of time. I was hoping and praying.
That's right. Let's go, you and me. Let's go before they get back. It's not gonna end here like this. I can't give up.
Maybe we should just go back.
We're facing a long, hard journey. Maybe even harder than I can imagine. I don't know what our chances are. Slim, I guess. Damn. It's all about slim chances now. I'm losing hope. But like I said, it's all about slim chances now. And a slim chance is better than none.
I don't know about you guys, but October cannot get here fast enough. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our group of Walking Dead people. First person I'd like to bring up is Andrew Rothenberg. And our very next person is Stephen Yeun. And then, last but not least, we have Michael Rooker. How are you, sir? Well, I hope you're real good today. Okay, are you guys' mics on? Yes. All right, well, I want to start a little bit at the beginning, and I know we've got a lot of questions from the audience, but when you guys first came into this series, had you guys ever read the graphic novel series? Was it even on your radar that it was out there?
For me, I had read it. I read it in about 2005, so before the show even was a concept. And I mean, it's pretty crazy to go from that to being on it, because I just read it in a Borders, like just chilling out, not even thinking twice about it.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome.
How about you for you, Andrew? Because I know you've done other genre TV shows as well, because you were also in True Blood.
Yes, I was. No, I didn't read it, thank you.
And what about you, Michael? Had you? I'm sure you had to have heard it.
I don't read, but I looked at the pictures.
Pictures, aren't they?
And they're good pictures.
Now, I know you guys filmed this down in Georgia, and I know, with season 2 going on right now. How freaking ridiculous is the heat down there for you guys? Because I was down there for a set visit last year when you guys were shooting, and I know where I was, like, prosthetics were peeling off of people. I'm just curious, how hard is that when you guys are down there, dealing with those kind of, temperatures and stuff, trying to make something that looks like that?
I
Thing.
The first season, from what I remember, they would come around and spray us, but they didn't need to at all. And we'd be sweating profusely, and you wouldn't even be able to see that. I was upset when the thing aired, and I looked at it, and I'm like, we don't look like we're hot.
Yeah, we were dying.
Yeah, we were dying.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I gotta tell you, you can just stand around and then sweat. It's just rolling off your face.
Yeah, not even that. This season is insane because there's so many bugs. I'm like covered head to toe in bites, and I'm gonna go back and continue to get covered in bites. It's crazy hot. Like, imagine what it would feel like in an oven, microwave, hot towel sauna, lava.
Without a happy ending.
Yes. Precisely.
Now, I'm going to sort of just lightly and nicely address the elephant in the room, because I know it's been an interesting week for anybody who's involved with the Walking Dead camp. But I'm just curious, I know you guys aren't supposed to talk a whole lot about it, but are you guys, how are things going on production? I mean, is everything okay now that, with the whole Frank's situation?
I wouldn't know.
Wait, so that Merle, now, I know Merle's got to be back. Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I won't say that.
Okay.
I think I can speak a little bit. The information is out on the interwebs. If you guys,
all the internets.
yeah, on all the internets combined, which is called the interweb, you can find the information that you're looking for. I can't speak much more about the logistics of what has happened in the upper echelons of the show, but what I can say is the show hasn't suffered. We still, all as a cast, show up to work every day and absolutely kill it. And there are professionals on our show, and people have seen the first couple episodes, and people have walked away saying this is the best television show on TV. So I obviously am going to be a little bit biased, but I'm dead serious to you. We have our hearts on the ground, on the set, on every single take. No matter if you're on camera or not, everyone is bleeding and crying and tearing and dying for the show. It's awesome.
I couldn't say it any better than myself. I couldn't. No.
He can't. He couldn't. He doesn't even know English that well.
I don't speak. I just kill.
Yeah.
Now, I want to get to the audience and be able to get some questions, but my last question would be, in terms of, what you guys are looking towards season 2, I mean, last season was 6 episodes, and now you've got 13 in Michael.
Yes, dear, I'll call you back later.
But, how has that sort of changed changed your everyday experience because now you guys have like the double
Oh, I'm sorry,
episodes?
my age. Yeah, no, nothing short of 3.5. Sorry, go ahead.
3.5. Could be anything.
$3.50.
But I mean,
Go ahead, sorry.
for the second season, like, how does that change you guys? Because you got from 6 episodes, now you have 13, and, you know, that's gotta be grueling just for you guys to be down there. And then, you know, Andrew, if I can just clarify, you were left stuck to a tree in season 1, correct?
Yes.
And is there any sort of, that's it, we're done, is there any sort of resolution, maybe?
No.
Just making sure,
That was a good question.
Well, I figure somebody out there is gonna ask. So.
Well, to answer your question, having 13 is amazing because 6 we were limited. You know, I think you could only show what was out there. What you guys saw is all we could show. But there's so much more under the surface, and there's so much more going on. That 13 is an exciting thing, regardless of whether it's hot or whatever. We'll get pages, and we'll all call each other and go insane about how crazy this show is. So 13, well, if we could get 45, we would do it.
13's a good number.
It is. It's the luckiest number. Yes.
Yeah, we actually remarked that this hotel has a 13th floor, which I've never seen before. So
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting. For all of you that are actually staying on the 13th floor.
Yeah.
They have a 13th floor on this building?
They do.
Yeah.
Dumb move. Dumb move, Crown Plaza.
And then Michael, since you're here, and you know we got some unresolved business here with Merle. Can you tease it all about what?
No.
No.
What do you want to know? I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Tell us everything, or just
Everything.
just give us a little taste of what we have in store with Merle. And by the way, did you go to the Comic-Con thing where they could take pictures with you?
Yeah, I waited until everyone left first.
Did you take a picture? Did you take a picture with yourself?
I did. It's on the internet. It's on the World Wide Webs.
Combined.
For anybody who doesn't know, at Comic-Con they did a thing where you could stop and take a picture, and it was with his character handcuffed, and it was pretty awesome.
And we did a full live cast, and it took about 2 hours of holding the pose, and then they put it and painted it, and it looks just like me except for my hair. The hair is
No, it was on.
what the hell was that hair going?
It was perfect.
That shit was ugly.
No, it was good.
It was good?
Yeah. Everything was true to form. Yeah. I saw it. It was all true to form.
Anyway, they're doing a whole Where's Merle campaign. So I'm still looking for Merle. So they're looking for Merle, and you could go down there and take a picture. They may do it also at New York Comic Con as well. So where's Merle campaign? Find him. You're a better man or woman than I am. So.
All right, well, I think we should go ahead and open it up to audience questions. So then raise your hand and we'll run somebody over with the mic.
I got away from that pretty easily, huh? Didn't
Good,
answer.
good deflection.
Serious? I think there's one right there.
So, at least, Stephen, you said you were aware and read the comic prior. What are your feelings on how they're purposely trying to deviate away from the events of the comic?
I wouldn't say we're purposely trying to deviate. I would say that we're going along the same. The greatest example is we're on the same highway, and we're going to take exits, explore those exits, come back on the highway. So we're not deviating from the comic. But what is an added bonus for the show and the comic is that 2 completely separate mediums can, along the same vein, entertain completely separately. So I can watch the show and then also subsequently read the comic and still be just as entertained and shocked. And I think that is really fun. I heard Game of Thrones does it exactly as it is, right? As it's written. I don't know, do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
I think they do, yeah. It's very close.
Very close, right? And can I ask you, is that fun as a fan to know what's coming? I mean, it has its ups and downs. I told
Question
you.
with a question.
Yeah.
I'll continue here.
Okay, she's got it.
Just hold on.
Pass.
No, it doesn't matter. You guys don't matter. It doesn't, you don't care. Yeah, I mean, would you rather see something that's you're gonna be surprised, or you rather go, oh, I know what's gonna happen right now. Oh, I know what's gonna happen next. I know what's gonna happen next. You don't want that. I mean, nobody wants that. I don't think Frank Darabont wanted that when they first started doing this. It's like, let's use the comics as a creative juices to like flow with it, and like you said,
Yeah.
go off and do something and come back.
But we won't, it's not changing the heart of the comic. And again, Robert Kirkman is every step of the way. So sometimes he's pitching the most ridiculous offshoots. You know, he's like, why don't we have Dale like get all of his legs cut off? You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, we can't do that because that'd be logistics and shit.
Oh yeah, sure. I was talking about you.
What?
happened to you?
What?
Dude, I can't tell you. I know nothing.
So it's safe to say that your character goes through some stuff in season 2, or maybe?
Glenn's gonna have some fun this season. I think it's out in the public interwebs that he gets a lady friend. And
A special lady friend?
Is she dead?
she's aware of that. She's aware of that. We know each other biblically.
She did.
Hey, he's desperate, you know? He's gotta take what he can get.
You have to be, you pick, you know.
This is what's cool about this is where I'm gonna get on my Glenn soapbox, which is Glenn before was such a he lived to just kind of do the right thing and be a hero in his capacity, and that was his goal. That's why I think he was willing to like just put himself out there and risk his life, and because if he died, then he would go out a martyr, and he would go out someone that is really well respected. But now that he has someone and something to live for, it's gonna completely change the dynamic of that character. So it's gonna be awesome.
You think so?
Yeah. Don't listen to anything he's saying right now.
He doesn't even know where he is.
I put out mistweets. I do everything the opposite. Leave me, please. I know everything, but nothing.
Do we have another question?
Oh, me and Gary, yeah, you see, yeah, he ain't got
Turn it on.
And it wasn't, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Hello. Hi. Hey. Oh. What, if any, and I have not heard any, and I don't think maybe the majority of people have heard any, but what, if any, negative feedback has come up about Walking Dead, whether it's through the interwebs or the written newspaper thing, or just any people coming up at Comic-Con or any conventions, hopefully none here, have posed any negative feedback about the show?
They have all passed. All of them are dead.
No longer of
There's
concern.
gonna always be naysayers, you know. There's gonna be people thinking negative thoughts and just putting stuff out there like that.
Not if I have anything to
I
say.
thrive on that. So.
No, you know what I've heard actually? This one dude came up to me in a bar and he said, hey, you're on that show. That show doesn't have enough zombies. I assessed him for a second. But, I mean, he genuinely wanted more killing per episode. But I think, in my personal opinion, you're missing the point of the show. I see these nods, and I'm very satisfied. Would you guys agree? I mean, that's not the point of the show. Zombies are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but that's a whole, you know, what do you want? Do you want The Walking Dead, which are us, or do you want zombies? I don't know. I keep asking you questions, you guys don't have microphones.
That's a good question.
We were talking about this last night, that there was one episode in particular I remember where I watched the whole thing, loved it, and then realized that there only been about 2 minutes of zombies in it, and thought, well, I didn't even notice that there was no. So yeah, it's a film about the living people. It just happens to have zombies in it. But,
Yes.
But yeah, I don't miss them when they're not there. So
I mean, the constant threat of them is always
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And that's all you really, you want to be reminded, of course, but the true focus is the drama and the people and how crazy people get when there's zombies.
I'm more scared. The tension came more from when Merle was going to come back.
Yeah.
When zombies were going to come back. So.
What do you mean by that?
I assume you would be back before the end of season 1. What do I know? Yeah. Okay, anyone else?
I'll get your next.
Come on, be brave.
What would each of you do if there was an actual zombie attack?
Well, there would be a hell of a whole lot more killing. I know, it's not about killing and shit. I love to do that. I really do that. Even with one hand, there's gonna be hell to pay when I get back. So. Zombie, human, it don't matter to me.
Okay. I have some questions for this question. One, what percentage of the world has turned into zombies?
We don't know.
90%. All right. 2, are the remaining 10% women?
50-50, probably.
Oh, that's good. That's fine. Yeah. I'll stay alive.
We'll be killing it.
How about you?
I've sat at home and worked out my escape routes. And I've gone online to look at the best guns for shooting zombies. I would probably hang out in the basement for a while until it was clear, and then I'm heading into the hills. I'm out here. I don't want to deal with the zombies.
Man's done his research.
There's a question.
I'll riff on a little bit. I would go to my basement, go in my gun safe, pull out a couple of my little sweethearts, and put my suppressors and silencer on them, and the zombies will not know what the hell hit them.
I think you guys are missing a point. 10% of the people that are living are women.
And all the women would be right by my side.
Okay.
They would be, I'm gonna hang out with them.
You're missing
all
this.
the guns.
It's going like this.
How much was Robert Kirkman involved in helping you to develop the way you play your characters?
The way we play? The way we play the characters?
The way your characters were fleshed out in the series.
I think that was all part of the casting process. As soon as they picked a lot of, the casting process was huge, and I think that was very extensive and thorough in terms of finding the best person to play each role. And then the whole producing staff, I don't think we ever got coached. We never got to a point where they're like, hey, you gotta play it like this. They just intrinsically trusted us, and the way that it was written, you just you played it the way that it was written as well. And